Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Sixx Daze. I am Bob Sixx. Boy, we've got a good series of videos coming up for you now. But first, if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by to check out what I'm about. I'm not trying to change your mind about things, people. I'm just trying to make you think. That's it. Want to give you a different point of view. I'm brutally honest. Not everybody appreciates that. But if you do, and you like what you see, consider hitting that subscribe button right down there. And hit the bell notification so that you'll know every Tuesday and Thursday when I release the new videos. This run of videos is going to be about religious fanatics, those extremists that are out there looking for signs of the devil and everything, looking for hidden messages. I came across a video on a channel called Hacking the Headlines, and the title was the Super Bowl halftime show, Maroon 5, and the messages, the hidden messages you may have missed, or something of that nature. Anyways, my curiosity made me click on it. This woman has 644,000 views on this video. She has 144,000 subscribers. This message is going out there, and what makes it so scary is things are bad enough. People are looking for either hope or happiness or what they should be scared of. And people like this are planting the fear into people that are already on edge. You know, in the 70s and 80s, people were saying, oh, if you play a record backwards, there's a satanic message. Okay, but who does that? Other than you, who's doing that? And if there was a message for the kids to get, there'd be instructions somewhere on the album or the cover telling you, psst, for a special message from Satan, play this record backwards. It's going to ruin your needle, but do it anyways. These are also the same people that will watch cartoons frame by frame to find that one frame that has something inappropriate in it. Who does that? Nobody does it. And here's one more thing before I dive really deep into her video and the stuff she says and the facts that I either A, already knew or found rather quickly by Googling them. She just blatantly puts this stuff out there, twists a little bit of information and stuff to really scare people and make people go, oh, because once you say it, it's kind of like an illusionist. They're doing a trick. You know they're tricking you, but they tell you this is what you're going to see, and you see it. It's not real. She starts her video with occult and satanic rituals and agendas are more subtle this year than in the past years, but they're there. She jumps right in by saying the M in Maroon 5 does not stand for Maroon 5. It stands for the Freemasons. Who would have thought that? Then she says if you flip the M over, it represents the pyramids. The pyramids are the 5 steps it takes to reach Lucifer's light. And the V represents the 5th age of man, or the Antichrist kingdom. How many meanings can you put into something? And that's the age that we're currently living in. Well, she's kind of right with that philosophy. There was a Greek author named, I think it's Hosoi, some way, but he wrote about the 5 ages of man. They're gold, silver, bronze, hero, and iron. And we're currently living in the Iron Age. And the Iron Age says that morality has all but disappeared, which I can agree with. As a whole, not as individuals. As a whole, that men are bickering and fighting amongst themselves. We're all going to get older quicker. and we're going to die faster due to the constant suffering from all the troubles and other pressures that are bearing down on us. Now that philosophy or that book that this guy wrote, that sounds true and believable and is very accurate to the way today is. However, you know what it doesn't say that the V stands for anywhere in the book? Yeah, it doesn't say that it represents anything. It doesn't even mention it. Also important to note, it does not mention the Antichrist kingdom. It just, wow, it just blows my mind that people just out there blatantly saying stuff like this and people blindly go along with it going, yeah. And it's kind of like the old commercial. And I told my friend, and she told two friends, and they told two friends, and they told two friends, and they told two friends, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on, and it just gets out there. She then goes on to say that the stage became bathed in red because that represents the blood baptism that one must partake in to join Satanism. As a former Satanist, I feel it's important that you know Satanists do not believe in God or the devil. They don't believe either one exists. It's a religion based on self-indulgence. The requirements to join the Satanic Church, to become a card-carrying Satanist, if you so desire, you register with the Church of Satan. You pay a one-time $200 fee. Keep your card safe when you get it. That's it. There are no sacrifices or blood rituals or blood baptisms or worshiping anybody. Now, she may be thinking about devil worshipers or something like that. Satanists don't want to be around them any more than anybody else. They do suggest that you read your Satanic Bible, and I suggest reading it too. If nothing else, just read it to see what these people are about. I can promise you that the majority of you watching this video, regardless of what religion you proclaim, you're closer to being an actual Satanist than you are to being whatever religion you're claiming to be. One of their most important rules in Satanism is don't be stupid. Educate yourself. Read, study. Man, that should be in every religion. She also says that the Maroon 5 album that they released a couple of years ago, it's no accident they were chosen for this Super Bowl. Because the V, their album is called V. No, V is the Roman numeral for 5, and it's pronounced 5 because Maroon 5 is their 5th studio album. They have 6 albums. The second one was a live album. But Maroon 5, it's their 5th studio album. She talks, and again, she brings up the pyramids. If you flip the M over, it represents the pyramids. I could just as easily say, well, if you take a cross, flip it upside down, you have the evil Satanic's cross. I could say that. I won't. Because I know that that's not what that means. It's become the accepted horror film thing that the upside down cross, ooh, it's the opposite of God. That cross is actually called the St. Peter cross. When St. Peter was going to be crucified, he did not feel he was worthy of being crucified in the same way that Christ was. So he asked that the cross be turned upside down as a sign of humility. So if anything, the upside down cross is a symbol of humility. Not the devil, not the Satan. I don't believe in him. I don't even believe hell exists. If there was a hell, we're probably living in it right now. I don't believe there's a fiery pit that we're going to go to. I'll insert a little personal thing that I live by here. My kids do this as well. I got it from Benjamin Franklin. We should be good and just because it's the right thing to do. Not trying to phony your way into heaven. See, if you're good and just all the time, if there is a heaven and God, guess where you'll go? Because you did the right things. You're a good person. You believe. Just a little personal thing there. She then brings it up again, but this time she says that in the book of Daniel, Daniel prophesizes the 5 kingdoms of man, or the Antichrist age that we are currently living in. I Googled that. Daniel does not prophesize or speak or even mention the 5 ages of man or kingdoms of man or the Antichrist age. He speaks of the 4 kingdoms of man, and we are currently living in the 4th one. I have no problems believing that. She then goes on and says that where you see the cartoon where the trumpets are playing and the meteor comes in, well, that's the trumpets announcing the arrival of Lucifer. You know, I'm pretty much 100% positive she does not watch SpongeBob. If she has kids, I'm sure she doesn't let them watch SpongeBob. Yeah, that's a scene from SpongeBob SquarePants. See, fans voted and wanted, or they did whatever. They let Maroon 5 know they wanted them to do the SpongeBob halftime show. I'm guessing this is Maroon 5's way of saying, we heard you. We're not doing that, but we heard you. So here's a little bit to show that we care. I really don't know how she got that. I mean, no normal person saw that. How many of you watching this video saw that when, uh-oh, Lucifer's on his way? That's right, none of you. The last point she makes that really just, I mean, there's more sprinkled throughout the thing, but these, I touched on the major ones that really just freaked me out. The last one she says is, for those of you that watch Super Bowl, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't watch Super Bowl, in the stadium where the fans are at, they had lights, and the word love was huge in the stadium. This woman claims that love and acceptance is the devil's way of trying to get you to accept. I'm paraphrasing. She didn't word it exactly like this. You can watch the video. I'm not trying to hide it from you. You can go watch the video, and if I'm wrong or you feel I'm way off base, please leave a comment below or contact me somehow and let me know. But love and acceptance is nowhere in any sort of form of evil. That's not what it's about. It's about power and me, rrr. Love and acceptance is supposed to be a Christian value. God tells you to love your fellow man. Not to judge like most people do, to love them. It's his job to judge and to hate and to do whatever. Quick side note, a lot of people get upset when I say hate. That's such a strong word. The definition of hate is to love less. It doesn't mean you don't love someone, it just means you love them less. Granted, it's become a very ugly, powerful word. But when you look at things in the right context, and I'm not promoting hate at all, but when you look at them in the right context, you can get a better grasp of them and use them better. So, to recap, this woman was changing facts to fit the message that she's trying to convey. She's ignoring facts to support the message she's trying to convey. She didn't research, or if she did, she didn't do very well, her statements to make sure that her message was good and strong. So when you watch things like this, I mean, I watched it to see that there's still people out there like that. That saying, fight fire with fire, that doesn't make any sense. That's like fighting diarrhea with a laxative. or fighting a headache by hitting yourself in the head with a hammer. You need the opposite. So the only way to fix hate is with love. And the best way to love is to understand and accept we're all different. We all have our struggles, and we're all trying to do the best that we can the way we feel we should live. Again, I'm not trying to make any of you think anything. I'm just trying to make you think. Stop and think. Those of you that know me and have been back to the page, you may have noticed that not one single time in this video did I cuss. Even though that's just the way I talk, that's my normal vernacular, I made a conscious decision. I'm not being censored. I'm still giving you uncensored truth. But I made a conscious decision not to talk the way that I normally talk because I didn't want that distracting from the message that I'm trying to convey. So please, stop, think. If it doesn't make sense, do a little research. If after doing a little research you're still not happy, give it a little bit of time. Thank all of you for being here with me. If you made it this far, I truly appreciate you. And if you did make it this far and you're not a subscriber, again, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Have a great day. Make someone laugh if you get the chance. Until next time, I am Bob Sixx. Peace!